I stood up for the losers. People get away with Asian discrimination all the time, and people say that racism is going to tear America apart. Racism tears America apart. I was like, no, I don't think so. I think racism makes America. You think about it, because it keeps us distracted from the real problems in this country.
Do what you love. That's the most important thing.
It's crazy, I read reports saying that.
And also, if you experience racism or hatred, you have to say something about it. Sometimes it's very hard to articulate because anti-racism is a language of its own. It's not that easy to speak up, but at least you can say, hey, that's not cool.
Once I was at a comedy show, and this really seasoned comedian whom I actually respect, and he called me a Chinaman from stage. Afterwards, he was like, that's okay, right, Joe? I said, no, actually it's not cool. He was like, he was mad at me. He was like, hey, Joe, come on. You're from China, you're a man. I was like, yeah, you're an ass, you're a hole.
Or you just give a gesture, or just say, hey, cut it, or it just show some displeasure. Then the other party will know. People can sense it. Just don't just take it with a smile. It's kind of a Asian culture thing. People try to be more tolerant toward other people's animosity but it just doesn't work in this country. You have to let people know, when you're saying this, I feel hurt. Even if you just say it straight out.
When you're called to change their own song, there has to be some kind of rock bottom, okay? But I have to say something. I was like, hey son, just remember mom and dad are not chinks, okay? Your grandparents.
A lot of times, a lot of kids got called chink, or even, so sometimes they come home and just do the slant eye gesture, doing this to their parents. Little kids, they don't know. They just learn it from their white students, other white students there, So it happens a lot, That's why when I told the joke, nobody feel it's a fake, because most parents, Asian parents here, kind of experience that. I guess one thing I noticed is that kids are very reluctant to actually tell their parents, I'm bullied, or somebody called me a chink, or give me the slant eye. But parents has to kind of warn their kids a little bit. There are always like racists out there, because Asians are only about 5% of the population. If you go outside and walk in any major cities in America, you're surrounded by non-Asians. You just never know who's gonna say what to you. So you have to be kind of prepared.
Years, Asians in America are having a hard time, partly because of this, right? China and the United States just don't get along that well anymore, right? Nobody agrees with me now. Yeah, that puts me in a really hot spot, because here's the thing, I love both countries. If I hate either country, it would be so much easier, right? But the problem is I love both countries. China is like my mom. America is like my wife. But now they don't get along. Especially when my mom sent my wife balloons,
Well, that's the only thing I can do to make light of the situation, because I can't make it even heavier, because right now things are so tense, and as a comedian, I don't have a diplomatic solution for it. The only thing I know is just to make light of the situation and just let people know that the two peoples are actually very similar to each other. The longer you have lived in both countries, the more you feel that all the differences are very superficial. And deep down, people in these two countries, they have very similar hopes and dreams. So that's what people should remember.